Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. Today we have another exciting Zoom because it's also another launch of a new product. We have our E3. Some of you may have known of our previous E3, but it was not formulated by LiveGood. This one is. We have changed a lot of stuff,
almost everything.
Really revamped it, made it one powerhouse of a supplement. So E3 stands for energy, endurance, and electrolytes. So many amazing things lumped into this product, and it's by far one of my favorites because I love the way it makes me feel before my workout. Simple as that. But this isn't just a pre-workout. Ryan's going to go into detail about what some of these really important ingredients are and why they are beneficial for everybody in general, especially from a performance aspect.
Yeah, and you'll keep hearing me use the word performance, but whether that's mental performance, physical performance, whatever it might be. But I'm glad you said that because that was the goal. We didn't want to have strictly just a physical gym supplement. We want to say, okay, great, you have a pre-workout for exercise and it works amazing at that. But it's also super effective for people that are just trying to get a jump on their day. They want to get started and they want to get after it and work really hard and have that focus and that attention and the learning and memory that comes along with all of these ingredients, which is actually really awesome. There is about 125 milligrams of caffeine in here, so we definitely caution you on using it anytime past, I say 11 a.m., but I realize some people have it for lunch and around lunchtime and maybe no later than 2.
Right. So it doesn't interrupt your sleep.
But let's talk about some of the ingredients.
Okay.
Right? If you notice, a lot of them are branded, patented ingredients, which means that we pay more for them, but we can control the quality control is better. The sourcing is consistent. We know exactly what we're getting. They're clean, they're pure. So that's a good thing. I think the star of the show is beta-alanine. It's a non-essential amino acid. It's approved by the World Anti-Doping Agency as well as the International Olympic Committee and some of the other performance agencies as a performance enhancing ingredient because it has been shown to improve performance. And that is now widely accepted. There is a limiting step to it though. It's called paresthesia. It's like a numbness or a tingling. Maybe you describe it, or like a warming of the skin. It has.
Right. You almost feel like a small little, like this is just right after drinking it, like maybe a small little flush and then like a little tingling on the surface of the skin.
Yeah.
Goes away very quickly, but it's also like one of the feelings like I had that really gives me like the energy and like the ready to go feeling, like I'm ready to get into my workout or ready to perform a task.
Well, it shows it's working.
Right.
That's what beta-alanine does. It's totally normal. It's completely expected. And that's what you would, if I'm taking beta-alanine, that's what I would expect to feel. So that's one thing I want to make sure you guys are aware of when you start to feel that sensation. I say channel that energy and put it to work and get after it and go for it. So beta-alanine, absolute star of the show. It works because it actually, as you work out, Lisa, and you start to fatigue and you feel that burn, that's hydrogen ions building up. It's actually the pH lowering, so it's getting more acidic. The beta-alanine will buffer that low pH, that acidic environment. So it could help prolong. So that's your endurance, your stamina, which equates to greater output from a physical perspective. So yeah, awesome ingredient. We've added another ingredient to this, beta prime, because beta prime can actually help offset that paresthesia, that numbness and that tingling. I think it's jujube seed, a little bit of L-theanine. Great ingredient, patented ingredient, but it's there to enhance the effects of beta-alanine and to offset some of that tingling feeling. Because we recognize, that is it's a limiting factor in how much beta-alanine you can take. So
right. I will,
yeah, I know. We can keep talking about that. I know for sure.
It's good stuff.
So a lot of people are familiar with our essential amino acids. We've also added the 9 essential amino acids in here as well. And we did the same performance ratio of 40% of leucine to that total, about 3 grams of essential amino acids. Anything above 1.5 to 2 grams of essentials really starts to kickstart muscle protein synthesis in the body so that you're able to keep that muscle mass on, right?
Right. And I always say with our essential aminos, taking like 2 times a day is really clutch. So this also allows it, you can take it with your caffeine and then you can take an essential amino later in the afternoon, the one without the caffeine. So you're getting a twice daily dose.
Cool. So another ingredient is called beta power. That is betaine. And I know we get a lot of questions about betaine. Will we ever have betaine? Well, guess what? Here we do. Now we do. It's also known as trimethylglycine. It's a powerful methyl donor. I know people have asked about, well, what's methylation? Do you have methylated B12, methylated folate? Yes. But now here's another methyl donor. Methyl donors are so important in the methylation process. It really is the process of building up and breaking down things. It's really important in the detox pathways. It's really important from a performance perspective. It's important also in managing DNA and kind of keeping that homeostasis, keeping everything clean. And it does, I mean, so I think there's a lot of benefit and for sure in having that on. It also plays a role in the epigenome, which I know you like to say, this is one of your favorite quotes, but like, you know, genetics load the gun, but lifestyle pulls the trigger.
Right.
So having proper methylation process is really important. So having ingredients like betaine as a methyl donor, great for exercise, great for endurance, great for performance, great for cognition and the brain health, and just cleaning out and detoxing too, as well.
Right. Awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good stuff.
Awesome.
And there's also additional L-theanine added
that's
in.
right.
And one of the great things, I mean, I love L-theanine in general. And if you know about L-theanine, it can have you know a calming effect. But really, I mean, to my knowledge, why it's in here is to kind of offset the negative feelings that you can get from too much caffeine. So there is, again, 125 milligrams of caffeine, which is slightly more than, you know, a regular cup of coffee. So what the L-theanine does, it takes away that, say, if you get any of those like jitters or sometimes a little bit of nausea, sometimes anxiety from too much caffeine, the L-theanine completely offsets that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a 2-to-1 ratio is what's preferred. So 125 milligrams of caffeine, 62.5 milligrams of L-theanine. It's a really nice balance. I do drink it. I like coffee, so I won't do both. I'll kind of alternate every other day. What gives it this color is actually beetroot. So we added beetroot because we wanted to have the dietary nitrate, which also causes vasodilation via the nitric oxide pathway. So increases circulation, delivery of important vitamins and minerals to your tissues, especially important as you're exercising or again, sitting at the desk and cranking out some emails.
Right.
And focusing on
running after your kids or cleaning your house or running all your errands.
Yeah,
all about
daily living.
All about performance. And there's a few other changes. So those are additions, and some changes to the previous E3 was the B12. So our B12 now is methylcobalamin.
Yeah.
I know a lot of you guys have, you know, asked about us switching that over. I knew we were. So here it is. Also your magnesium is a form of magnesium glycinate, which is important because there's 7 forms of magnesium. Not all of them are as good as you can get with magnesium glycinate. So we made sure that was in there. And your sodium in the form of pink Himalayan salts. I mean, great stuff. So
that's your sodium, potassium, magnesium, make up your electrolytes.
Right. So really a great product, revamped. I personally like to drink mine first thing in the morning before I go to the gym because that's my first step.
Yep.
I mix it with our creatine and then
Boom.
Voila, I've got my perfect performance strength to get me going. And
then last but not least are 2 key ingredients to help round this product out to really dial in the performance, the cognition, the thinking, the memory, the learning, the mental faculty, the computing power, like really everything. And that's focused on acetylcholine. So huperzine A and alpha GPC, these 2 ingredients, really alpha GPC is one I'm looking at now. It says, okay, we're going to try to increase the amount of acetylcholine available, especially in the neuromuscular junction where it's really responsible for motor neurons. And as we exercise, we can deplete the amount of acetylcholine we have. And so it's a great supplement for that, but it's really, really been focused. It's heavily been studied in cognition and mental performance.
Okay.
Actually, there's a drug used in dementia and Alzheimer's that is an acetylcholinesterase inhibitor. So again, the goal is to increase the amount of acetylcholine in the synapse. So yeah, I mean, again, so acetylcholine, so alpha GPC and huperzine A, those 2 ingredients. If you look up acetylcholine, you'll see it is a primary neurotransmitter. It's a major player. And you'll notice, I mean, I feel when I take this, like I keep saying it, but even when I'm exercising, I have more of a focus.
Yeah.
I'm not finding myself wandering in my thoughts so much. I'm just kind of working on my breathing more or really kind of, you know, my respiratory rate, whatever. Yeah, no, and I think it's great. So
yeah, it is. So an amazing pre-workout. Again, not just a pre-workout. This is for anybody that wants to perform their best.
Okay.
And $18.
Oh, sure.
And I can't
get over that. I can't with these ingredients. Seriously, with these ingredients, I just can't even get over that. It's tight margins, but again, we want you guys to have these products because we want you to feel better and get more done. And like Lisa said, if you combine this with creatine though, woof, come on, game changer
Powerhouse.
for muscle, endurance and but yeah, like Lisa said too, essential amino acids, similar but not, right? Like very different. Essential aminos do not contain caffeine, whereas this one does. A few other different ingredients and things and such. So, but a very much improved version of E3. We hope you guys love it. Check it out.
Yeah.
And
Let us know how you like it.
yeah, let us know how you like it. I think that's it for today.
It is. All right.
All right.
Bye, guys.
All right,
care.
take care. Have a great rest of your day. See ya.